Hey everyone, welcome back into the channel for episode 6 of Firefly. This one's title kind of freaks me out because it says R. Mrs. Reynolds, which is Mal's last name, and I don't think that I have heard him ever talk about a romantic interest. And I always kind of thought that him and Inara would be together, or there's some kind of chemistry there or something. So all that's going through my head is wondering if Mal is maybe going to marry Inara and why, and is it maybe like a forced hand thing because of one of her prospects, or I don't know. That's kind of where my head is going into this episode. But I'm not going to rant too much about last episode because I ranted about it a lot in the end of the outro. So let's just see what happens in R. Mrs. Reynolds. I was just about to say, I recognize some of our intro scenes. Here's one. Kind of reminds me of Band of Brothers and how their intro scene had a lot of things that happened throughout the episodes. What's happening?
Pardon me for intruding. You gonna give us what due us, and every damn thing else on that boat. And I think maybe you gonna give me a little one-on-one time with the missus.
Think you might want to reconsider that last part.
Jane?
See, I married me powerful, ugly creature.
How can you say that? How can you shame me in front of new people? You are not the man I met a year ago. Now, you could luxuriate in a nice jail cell, but if your hand touches metal, I swear by my pretty floral bonnet, I will end you. Take him!
Oh, Jane. Did she get shot? Did Zoe get shot?
In the morning, we'll head for Beaumont.
This place is lovely, but...
Not your clientele? I understand.
Explain to me again why Zoe wasn't in the dress.
Oh.
Tactics, woman.
Okay, so Zoe's fine. I thought I heard her yell.
Makes the rain come when you turn it.
The rain stick.
You're the guy.
Is he drunk?
I will treasure this.
What in the world? What are they doing here? They have lots of traditions here. Rain sticks, drinking strange liquid out of bowls.
Gentlemen, thank you for the hospitality.
I'm sorry we have so little to pay it with, though I hope our gifts will show our regard.
Well, I don't think Jane's ever letting go of that stick.
Lines patrol boat heading into Atmo right now.
Oh.
Well, we gotta fly.
We'll pray for a safe voyage.
I guess that was their other job from Badger in this town. Oh, is that moonshine? Is that why they...
What are you doing on my boat?
But you know I'm to cleave to you.
To Wabahu?
Did Elder Gama not tell you? Mr. Reynolds, sir. I'm your wife.
That's what that ritual was. Oh my god, his face. What just happened? He obviously did not understand what was going on. That was most likely moonshine or something of the sorts, and that's why they were acting all giddy, and Jane was so lovey on that man. Oh, jeez. Inara is not going to be happy about this, especially with how they opened it up with them kind of, once again, playing with how they know each other, but there's still more to learn, and I feel like there's a lot of just like romantic tension between them. This could get interesting.
Could you repeat that, please?
That was your agreement with Elder Gaman, since he hadn't cashed your livestock.
I'm sorry. Go back to the part where you're my wife.
You got a wife? All I got is that dumbass stick sounds like it's raining.
Rain sticks are cool.
I'm sorry that I shamed you.
You don't shame me. Zoe, would you get washed?
He's like, I need everyone on board with this.
This is Zoe. We need all personnel in the cargo bay.
Oh, I said wash.
Everyone should have a chance to congratulate you on your day of bliss.
There's no bliss.
Then can I know her?
Jane!
Ew, Jane. No.
Everybody, I want you all to meet Mrs. Reynolds.
Our Mrs. Reynolds. Inara's face.
We'd always hoped you two kids would get together. Who is she?
She's no one.
Aww.
Oh, sweetie, don't feel
Oh,
bad.
Kaylee.
He makes everybody cry. He's like a monster.
Who's laughing? Was that Book?
Have you got an encyclopedia?
Done that.
You have very nice qualities, but I didn't ever marry you.
I believe you did. Last night.
How drunk was I last night?
Well, I don't know. I passed out.
The woman lays the wreath upon her intended, which I do recall, and he drinks of her wine.
The bowl.
The marriage ceremony of the Triumph settlers. You, sir, are newlywed.
What's the scene there about divorce?
Oh. He's being so insensitive, but I get it. It's Mal. Plus, that is kind of a shock.
Really? Think you're the one to talk to her, sir?
The way I see it, me and her got one thing in common. We're the only ones who don't think this is fun.
And Nara doesn't think it's funny. Not at all.
Are you gonna kill me?
What? What crappy planet is that?
I heard talk of men who weren't pleased with their bride.
Well, I ain't them.
Wow, that's really scary.
Someone ever tries to kill you, you try to kill them right back.
Yeah.
You got the right, same as anyone, to live and try to kill people.
Yeah.
I'd be a good wife.
Yeah, well, I'd be a terrible husband. You got 5 whole days to figure that out.
5 days, we'll be together.
We'll be together on the ship, but not in any...
That'll be fine. Or not. As you choose.
Well, shiny.
I think she's maybe hoping that she'll grow on him.
If you take sexual advantage of her, you're going to burn in a very special level of hell.
Oh.
A level they reserve for child molesters and people who talk at the theater.
Wow. Does he really think Mal would do that?
The special hell.
I think maybe he's just making sure. Okay. Jeez. I wonder what he would think of these like reaction videos.
It's damn tasty.
Is there any more where that came from?
I didn't think to make enough for your friends. But everything's laid out if you'd like to cook for your husband.
I like how he didn't even bother trying to ask.
If you're done with supper, would you like me to wash your feet?
Yeah, he didn't even know how to answer that. Wow, this is going to be a weird 5 days.
Departure.
Can I come in?
No.
See, that's why I usually don't ask.
He did ask that time.
Oh, I just needed to hide.
So I take it the honeymoon is over? Maybe you should think twice about letting go of Saffron. You two sound like quite a match.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we're soulmates. Hell, 10 years' time, I could...
Can you leave me alone for 5 minutes, please?
Yeah, she's very like unsure about how to feel about that. Clearly angry / jealous.
I wasn't looking for a fight.
Oh my. What?
Always do seem to find one, though.
What is happening?
You got something you don't deserve.
And it's brought me a galaxy of fun, I'm here to tell you.
6 men came to kill me one time, and the best of them carried this. This is my very favorite gun.
So you offered me a trade?
A trade? Hell, it's theft. Miles more worthy than what you got.
What I got? She has a name.
So does this.
He wants his wife.
Vera.
Vera? I treat her okay.
Jane. Go play with your rain stick.
Jane is so crazy. The way that he approached that entire situation.
My mama had a ranch. Back on Shadow, where I'm from. I had more family for a kid. Oh, that is odd.
What?
I'm not one talks about what's past, and here you got me. Oh, what about you? What's your history?
Life like yours, I fear you'd find mine terrible, doll.
This whole trip's getting to be just a little too interesting.
Interesting. Are they going to fall for one another? What about Inara?
The parts are crap.
I said exactly that.
But you put it together, you got a Firefly. She comes our way, you prep the nets.
Oh no. Who are these people? Just pirates.
Hey, when did this become not funny?
When you didn't turn around and put her ass back down on Triumph where it belongs.
Oh, hey! Now it's even my fault?
Yeah, what?
Is there anything else on your mind that I should know about? There's all sorts of twists and cul-de-sacs. It's wild.
She's trouble.
I'm getting that.
Does she sense something bad in her? I mean, yeah, she's a little wonky, but does she think that she's going to try something on him? Oh, I love that. Isn't that a money tree?
Hey. Well, there you are.
Is she naked?
But we've been wed, aren't we, to become one flesh?
Well, no, we're still two fleshes here, and I think that your flesh ought to sleep somewhere else.
The wife shall open to the man, and he shall work in her in and again till she bring him to his fall.
Oh, good Bible.
Jeez. This is so awkward.
Only let me have my wedding night.
Oh no, Mal.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the special hell.
I just remember what book is saying. Like, it's playing in my mind, and now Zoe has me creeped out by her. Mal, don't do it.
Wish it was that simple, girl, but not either.
Oh, jeez. Something's going to happen. Because now they're conceiving. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh! Oh! Oh, no! She drugged him. Okay, she's evil. What is she gonna do? Oh, no. She's gonna try to seduce him.
Well, if it is the master chef.
Does it have something to do with the net and those people waiting? Like, they told them what was gonna happen, and so they're gonna try to take it more easily? I don't know.
What are you doing?
Don't do it.
Now we're alone, just
I
us and
love
the stars.
Zoe.
Do you know the myth of Earth that was? That when she was born, she had no sky, and the stars would rush into her, making the oceans boil with sensation.
Oh my gosh. She's a succubus.
Been too forward.
No! Well, yes, but I actually like that in a woman. That's part of why Zoe and I are, as previously mentioned, married.
Yeah, very true. He likes that.
I never did meet anyone quite like Zoe.
The first time we met, she actually frisked me.
This lady, it has to do with the net, right? Wow, she knows how to operate that. Tricked them all with women and moonshine and... What in the world? Wow.
Are you lost?
Looking for customers?
What were you looking for?
I wish I had the skill for such a trade.
Like to please your new husband?
The way she said that.
If I'm to learn of love, I'd like it to be at the hands of someone gentle.
She's coming on to her? This lady, she's insane.
Come to my shuttle.
Oh, it scared me.
I guess we've lied enough.
You're good.
You're amazing. Who are you?
Malcolm Reynolds' widow.
Oh, dang. That made her want to throw a punch. And they were both acting all of that time. Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Mel! Run to
She just straight up kissed him on the mouth. Oh, she's been poisoned too now. Oh no.
You stupid son of a...
Oh, she knows that he kissed her? Gosh.
Is it Christmas?
What?
Well, he's back.
Why is that your first thing you say when you wake up?
Narcotic compound, probably spread over a seal on her lips. You get it on yours, and pow.
So you two were kissing?
Well, isn't that special? You were victimized, Wash was beaten, and Nara found you here.
And then I fell. My head got hurt like Wash.
I don't get any of this.
I only fell is all. I don't need to be examined. I'm comfy.
Her face.
We are so hummed. I'm glad you two are having a good time under there. Can we progress to the making it right? We could be headed straight into a nice big solid moon for all we know. So, how's about we get to work?
Yeah, a nice big solid trap.
Makeout session that got us into this, sir.
I was poisoned.
You were drugged.
That's why I never kiss him on the mouth.
Jane, that was not the correct response. Jeez.
She's had training, as in companion.
I'm beginning to think she married beneath herself.
How do you know?
She tried to seduce me, too.
Did she? You would have kissed her, too.
Wash didn't.
But she was naked, articulate.
Okay. Everybody not talking about sex in here. Everybody else, elsewhere.
Gosh, this episode is hilarious. I can't stop laughing.
A1.
Oh, that girl's a wonder.
She gets it done. Tell the boys.
Oh my gosh. It's also really funny how I truly disliked Jane in the beginning, and now he's grown on me so much that he's funny. I just get him.
It's a carrion house. Scrap shop. Takes ships, pulls them apart, or fixes them up.
We fall into that, we're more than just helpless. It'll turn this ship into one big electrical conduit, burn us all from the inside out.
Ah,
One day you're gonna tell us all how a preacher knows so damn much about crime.
so true. I think he was alliance before. That's why they helped him.
Give me a visual as soon as we're close. It won't be long.
What do I do?
You go get Vera.
She needs oxygen around her to fire, and we don't have a case.
Needs oxygen to fire. That's insane. The gun having its own little spacesuit for oxygen.
See, Vera? You dress yourself up, you get taken out somewhere fun.
Let's go. Whoa. Oh!
We got it.
Oh, thank goodness.
A lot easier to pull things apart than it is to put them right. Still the best mechanic floating.
And don't you know kissing girls makes you sleepy?
Sometimes I just can't help myself. Let's go visiting.
Visiting, like back to where they came from? Oh, to get the ship back.
I am home.
The shuttle.
I got one question for you. Just one thing I'd like to know straight up. What's your real name?
What?
You don't only lied anyhow.
True. What was the point of that?
So here's where I'm fuzzy. You got by that girl, came and found me, and somehow you happened to just trip and fall.
What do you mean?
You didn't just trip, did you?
No.
I knew you let her kiss you.
And Nora, you need to tell him the truth. Jeez. That just made it worse because now she thinks that he thinks of her that way, that she will just kiss anyone and be swept up in romance of it all. Oh, jeez. There is so much romantic tension between them. This episode 110% highlighted that for sure. And she kissed him. She thought that he had died, and her first response was to just make out with him on the floor when she found out that he wasn't. This episode was hilarious. I was laughing the entire time. I feel like every episode I am more and more connected to this crew. I think last episode I even called myself like a part of the crew just because they do such a good job at putting these characters' personalities on display. And they're all so lovable in their own way. Even Jane, who I really did not like at first at all, probably didn't even really learn to appreciate until the last episode. He grew on me so much, and now I just look at him as someone that, yes, he is a little crass sometimes, and he can say things that are very gross, but he's still hilarious, and he's still a part of the Serenity. And he is found family. So this episode, Our Mrs. Reynolds, definitely was another episode showing us how much Inara loves Mal. And I think that Mal truly loves Inara too, but I think that he, in his head, thinks that she's so unavailable. And I thought it was really interesting how Saffron was able to pull out Mal's past because she asked him about it. Whereas Inara I feel like the only reason why that doesn't happen with them is because she is so timid. I can't really put my finger on why Inara won't just come out and tell Mal, other than those two reasons. That she doesn't think that Mal is interested at all, or that even if he was interested, she is terrified of love. And that's why she resorted to becoming a companion. And Book, they're getting closer and closer to having him come out more freely about who he actually is. Yes, he is a shepherd now, but he definitely hasn't always been a shepherd. Was he an alliance shepherd? Do they have those? Who is he? Where did Book come from? Why did he turn to the life of being a shepherd? What is he doing now? Definitely questions that keep boggling around my mind about shepherd. But I loved this episode. I feel like I laughed so much in this episode, more than I have in any other one, just because of the sexual humor that was going on, Mal being taken completely by surprise, and everybody else. It's just, I think I'm also starting to be able to read the room more with these characters and just fall even more in love with every single one of them because of their own personal quirky traits, and it's just been a really awesome ride so far. So definitely looking forward to the next one. I wish I could sit down and just binge watch the rest of these episodes with you guys, but thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you in episode 8. Bye.